Let us begin tonight and remember Mr. Norris. Father Mark went to town today to give him the sacrament of the anointing of the sick. Let's say an Our Father for him. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Since the Revolutionary War, there have been 41.6 million veterans. Today we have 17.6 million living veterans. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with humble hearts, recognizing the immense sacrifices made by your veterans. Like soldiers of faith, they wore armor not for glory, but for the love of their country and fellow man. Today we pray not only for their well-being, but for their legacy and honor to be recognized by all. Lord, let their valor and virtue shine brightly like beacons for hope of future generations. Engrave their deeds on the hearts of our nation so their sacrifices are never forgotten. Just as your Son Jesus laid down his life for many, let us remember those who laid down their lives for the freedom of others. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Christopher Hernandez,
Here.
James Sheremy,
Here.
Carly Stelly,
Here.
Lauren Gonzalez,
Here.
Brian Bartholomew, Michael Ciano.
Okay. That's the board, except for Brian. Okay. Well, welcome. It's November the 12th. I just want to tell you to welcome y'all tonight. Thank God the cold weather went away quick to make sure that we warm up a little bit. But we just want to welcome y'all tonight. Like I said, this is November, and holidays are coming up. And like I said, we got a lot of projects that we've been working on. So welcome tonight to have this good meeting, and we're going to go through it and make sure that we handle our business. All right? Let's move on to special presentations. We have none. Person's requests?
No, sir.
None. Okay. We move to item 5, the minutes of approval, October the 22nd. Do you have any changes? If you don't, we need a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Moved by Lauren. We need a second. By Michael. All in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, so be it. All right. Let's move on to item 6A. Madam Clerk.
An ordinance approving the rezoning the property of Grand Marina Acquisitions, LLC, and all Don Harkroder from the followed described tracts M1A, M5A, 01, 02, and remainder of Track O, Hurricane Hole, in accordance with the plat prepared by Brock C. Hollier, PLS, PBM Surveying, LLC, dated July 15, 2025. This is the second hearing. Eligible.
Okay, anybody in the public, the second hearing, for or against? If not,
Roll call.
roll call from the council.
James Jeremy,
Yay.
Harley Stelly,
Yes.
Lauren Gonzalez,
Yes.
Michael Ciano.
Okay, motion passes. Thank y'all so much. Item 6B, ma'am.
An ordinance approving the rezoning the property of Grand Marina Acquisition, LLC, and all, care of Don Harkroder, from the following described tracts KL and reclamation area, 5,489.40 square feet, in accordance with the plat prepared by Brock C. Hollier, PLS, PBM Surveying, LLC, dated July 15, 2025. Second hearing. Eligible.
Any for or against? If not, we need a roll call, Madam Clerk.
James Sheremy,
Yay.
Harley Stelly,
Yes.
Lauren Gonzalez,
Here.
Michael Ciano.
Okay, let's move on to
6C, an ordinance approving the re-subdivision of the property of Grand Marina Acquisition, LLC, care of Don Harkroder, into tracts M1A, M5A, 01, 02, and remainder of Track O of Hurricane Hole, in accordance with the plat prepared by Brock C. Hollier, PLS, PBM Surveying, LLC, dated July 15, 2025, second hearing, eligible.
Okay. Any for or against? Tonight, need a motion? A roll call?
James Sheremy,
Yay.
Harley Staley,
Yes.
Lauren Gonzalez,
Yes.
Michael Ciano.
Passes. Okay.
60, an ordinance approving the revised lot line of Lot C and the reclaimed property creating the new lot of record being Lot D, which is bordered on the west by Caminada Bay, all being part of property owned by Brent Dewey, including the unchanged lots A and B. All 4 lots are accessed off the west side of Louisiana State Highway Number 1 by Speckled Trout Lane, which is located within a 25-foot servitude located within each lot. This is the first hearing.
Okay. First hearing. Okay. Item E, please, madam.
An ordinance approving a reconfiguration of property owned by Karen England, Blue Dolphin Properties LLC, located at the corner of LA State Highway 1 and Apple Lane. This is the first hearing.
Okay. Again, introduction. Okay. Item F, please.
This is a public notice, curbside residential and business solid waste material collection, consolidated garbage of the Town of Grand Isle advertisement, request for proposal in the Advocate, November 12, 1926, 2025. Proposals will be received by the Town of Grand Isle in the Town Clerk's Office, Town Hall, 170 Ludwig Lane, Grand Isle, Louisiana, 70358, on December 10, 2025, until 4 p.m.
Okay. I know that's something we worked on, James. We had worked on that.
The only question I have is, so today would start with the advertisement? for the
First
bid?
ad will be November 12, yes.
Would it, so they would have like two weeks to advertise it?
3.
3 weeks.
Okay,
It has to be advertised 3 weeks.
okay.
Okay. We'll move on to that. Grand Isle Police Department. Chief?
Yes, Mayor, Council. On the report for October 17, 2025 through November 6. Total call-outs, 96. Medicals and fire, 6. Total citation, 29. Total violation, 43. 24 speeding, 2 no MVI tags, 1 failure to secure registration, 2 driving under suspension, 1, 2 headlights required, 3 no insurance, 1 failure to stop at stop sign, 4 no driver's license, 1 not driving in lane, 2 expired MVI, 1 expired license plate, 1 license plate on trailer. Total arrests was 10, summons 9. Arrest 10, charges 13. 1 criminal trespassing misdemeanor, 2 contempt of court misdemeanor, 2 detaining for ICE, immigration, 1 warrant fugitive, Mississippi, a felony, 1 warrant fugitive, probation, parole, misdemeanor, 1 warrant simple burglary, felony, 1 obstruction of justice, felony, 2 PWIT marijuana, 69.5 grams, felony, 1 possession of drugs paraphernalia, misdemeanor, 1 warrant possession of meth, 2.1 gram, felony, summons 9, charges 11, 1 possession of marijuana, 1 possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 loud noise ordinance, 686, 2 simple criminal damage to property, 4 vehicles on beach, 1 trespassing, 1 resisting an officer. Court fine paid $1,774.93. Golf cart tag sold, $900. Golf cart tag sold in 25 was $372,300.
Great job. Appreciate you and working closely with what's been going on. You and I have been talking. And like I said, I really appreciate the police department, the fire department, y'all working together. Great job.
Yep. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, public.
Okay, any questions from the board? Okay. All right, let's move on to engineers. Joe, Grand Isle Shipyard.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, Joe Chauvin, GIS Engineering. Our first update is the gas building that's towards the back of Ludwig Lane. The contractor has started installing the elevator system. Hopefully it'll be complete by next week. Once that is completed, we'll schedule a substantial completion meeting and have a walkthrough and also a function test of the elevator. Next item is our Parks and Beautification Building. Our final payment has been submitted with the clear lien certificate, requesting payment of the retainage in the amount of $11,064.50. I need board approval to process this.
Need a motion?
A motion?
Second by Michael. Motion by Harley, second by Michael. All in favor, signify.
Aye.
So be it. Okay, go ahead, sir.
All right, our PPDR program, as we discussed last meeting, the substantial completion will be completed on November 28th. It appears that we will miss a board meeting due to the holidays. We would like to get pre-approval once the clear lien has been submitted and cleared and approved by the engineer for final payment. The final payment for this project, pending clear lien approval by the engineer, is $33,065. That will be the final payment for this project, and it will be closed out.
Okay, need a motion to go ahead and pay?
It's not to pay it, it's just
I'm sorry.
we're gonna pay it, but we have to make sure everything's gonna be up front. We're just gonna have a couple meetings before, and I know we talked about it, Mr. Sharamy. We would like to do it, but all the paperwork has to be in place for us to do this.
Okay,
I do need board approval to do this contingent on a clear lien being approved.
okay. We have a motion on the floor.
I make a motion.
Moved by James. We have a second by Michael. All in favor, signify.
Aye.
So be it.
All right, our community center. So we received 2 quotes for the ACV, the HVAC unit. One of them was $159,000. The second quote was $148,000. We are submitting these quotes to the architect. We do have an architect on staff that has to engineer the building. I am meeting with the architect next week, and in the following weeks to come, we'll have a breakdown of the cost estimate to repair the building. I know y'all both, you and Ms. Harley both requested this, so I'm meeting with this architect next week. We'll give them the information that we have from FEMA and also the assessment we did. This is just counting the exterior and interior of the building, no beams or nothing like that. So once we have that, I will submit it to y'all, and we can move forward and see what's our next step. Any questions so far?
And you know, Joe, talking about that, we've been talking in Baton Rouge. Once we get the numbers together, we can go as a team and meet with Senator Pat Connick and Joe Osro.
We could do that, and also we're gonna resubmit to FEMA our actual findings again, because I know we're still working on the insurance claim with them. They're being a little difficult right now. But once we have this hard number, again, we can go back and say, hey, look, this is what it's gonna cost to fix this building.
Okay.
Our capital outlay for 26, 27 has been submitted on time. We have 3 projects that have been entered in the state capital outlay projects for the following year. Central Island Drainage, requesting $5.9 million. Public Housing, which is $8.2 million. And Town of Grand Isle Road Rehab Project, which is a $5.8 million. Please note, that's only town streets that we will be rehabbing. Orange Street Pump Station, fuel tanks in place. We're just working on getting the substantial completion completed, and also the surface power. We have to work with Energy and get that back to the station, because we need 3-phase power to run that station. But you could run your station on the diesel backup if need be. Our 2 other projects, Landry's Hole Pump Station, we are waiting to advertise. That will be by Jefferson Parish. We are waiting on Jefferson Parish to advertise Landry's Hole Pump Station and Cypress Pump Station. Any questions so far on those projects?
Any questions?
All right, a couple updates. Last meeting, we had some questions from the council and the audience. We have, DOTD has 12 roads in the town of Grand Isle that they own. And they're Oleander Drive, which is LA1, which is 9.71 miles. Central Avenue, which is 0.6 miles. Santney Lane, which is 0.41 miles. Chickazola, which is 0.33. Ludwig Lane, which is 0.31. Nacre, which is 0.31. Hector Lane, which is 0.29. Landry Lane, which is 0.29. Cemetery Lane, which is 0.17. Minnick, which is 0.29. And Humble Road, which is 1.4. I'm sorry, 1.14. Total mileage of DOTD roads owned and maintained in the town of Grand Isle, looking at 13.85 miles. That's the current list I have on those streets. All right, little update. I know that we have applied for a grant through GOSEP and FEMA. That's the 24 UAS funds, and we have been approved for a generator for community center. This would be a fixed-in-place generator. The amount of the grant award was $43,900. So working with Jefferson Parish and Ms. Bonnie, we have some paperwork we have to fill out. We got to give them a site plan of the actual community center, the foundation of the old generator platform, so we can get that shipped out and
And
everything.
we worked on that last year for that. And
Yes,
that's when
sir.
Chris
So-
called me, give us the good news this week on that, so that works
So,
out good.
we may have to put a transfer switch in. The grant didn't cover that, but we'll see if we can pick that up in the community center repairs.
So we applied for that grant through Jefferson Parish last year, and we got the call this morning that we could go ahead and get that. It'd be nice.
Last update, the Gulf Side Breakwater Project. So, talking with Daniel Dearman and Todd Baker with CPRA, they're the non-federal sponsor, so they have to coordinate with them through the Corps. I know we had the government shutdown, but did a little research on it. Any Corps project or government project funded before the shutdown, they could continue work. So they have not stopped working on the design
Right.
of the breakwaters. Preliminary design is complete. They have accepted the design layout by CPRA and their engineering staff. We're currently working on an environmental review, is ongoing. This is up in the air. That's why it's anticipated bidding and alpha construction before Hurricane 2026 for that season. So they're still working on it. That is the target that we need to make smaller so we can find out when we're going to put it out to bid and when we can start. They're trying to start before next hurricane season. I don't know, start bidding or start construction. Hopefully start construction. But that's the things that we need to find out, that the mayor and the levy board and y'all, we have to make these phone calls. So we're working on that. We probably will meet with them in a couple of weeks, say hello, how they doing, just check in on them. And once I have that firm update, I will present that to the board.
And like you said earlier, they worked on it all the while the government was shut down. And the colonel had worked through that. Joe was telling us that, we talked to them, and they worked while it was shut down on the project. And we're pushing it from all angles. I mean, I don't know what to tell you anymore, it's unbelievable. But in the meantime, I'm so proud of the colonel that's there in New Orleans right now. He's really, really pushing hard. Because, you know, what's happening right now is they're looking at this, and the good thing about it, the environmental study, and like I told you later on, the good thing about it is about the new houses that have been built, showing them all along, what's been built along the beach. And that's something that we don't have to survey on. So
No, so that was the economical review. They
Yes.
looked at all the homes that were built since Hurricane Ida. You can look at them and see the value of them. I know they didn't appraise nothing. They just did a back of the napkin appraisal, so they didn't have to do the economical review. We know the economics of Grand Isle. We depend on tourism. A lot of people want to build homes over here. We know what it costs to build a home in the town of Grand Isle.
And then talking with the governor's staff and Gordy, they both keep in touch with us, and we talk probably 3 times a week. And, you know, they're just pushing every way they can. You know, thank God that wasn't locked down during the last 40 days. At least they were still working on our project. It makes a difference.
So last little update in yellow packet, we do have a flyer for the coalition to restore the coast of Louisiana. This is a volunteer group that had a grant through CPRA, and Jefferson Parish is involved in this grant. The following dates, they will be planting 25,000 plug plants of Bitta panicum, which is the native grass of a sand dune, on the beach from mile marker 4.3 to Bridgeside. Now, this is going to be on the Gulf side, in between the sand fence and that bare spot, not to interrupt any traffic with golf carts or the beach itself. So they'll be here on Thursday, November 20th, Friday, November 21st, and Saturday, November 22nd. Volunteers are welcome to come out there. They're gonna gather by Wakeside. They talked to Mr. Robert. Mr. Robert will allow them to park over there, and they're gonna start putting out teams planting these plants. So all volunteers are welcome. But I will complete my update if we got any questions or comments.
You said you got a grant for a generator for the community center,
Yes, sir.
so does that mean they're gonna go through with the repairs on the community?
So, as of right now, we're looking to see what the total cost of the community center is. The rough cost was 2.5. So we're trying to narrow that down as much as we can. So with this grant, we have to have an emergency preventative measures. So after Hurricane Ida, we did have people staying in the community center, even though it was compromised. National Guard stayed there. Actually, they're the ones that cleaned out the refrigerator and some of the mess. So we're going to put it there for now, talk to Jefferson Parish. If something happens with the community center where we have to go a different route, we can always move this generator.
Okay, so you get a generator, if you don't use it there, you can use it.
We can put it somewhere else that is going to maintain emergency preventative measures. So after the storm, just say that the generator gets compromised at the multiplex. Something happens, lightning strikes it. We could take that generator and put it over here. Same thing for the town hall, fire station, things of that nature. If we got a pump station that goes down, we pushing that limit, but we have to use it for actually a place where we're going to stage for emergency operations. And at one time, the community center did have one, but it got damaged from a previous hurricane.
And you know, Chris could tell you, we went testify a few times. He went to the fire department a couple of years ago asking for different equipment the fire department need. In fact, Jimbo, and I was at the time, put the list together. Remember Jimbo with the fire department? Y'all put that list together, you and Darrell, to get them grants available for the fire department. So that's some of the years before. And then this year, we require, like, you went and talked to some more. And I think the boys at the fire department sent another list. So some grants out there that y'all asked for that, you know, we're still moving on.
So we're trying to get the community center fixed. It's just a little costly. We know how much people want to have the building fixed, but we have to put the generator at that place that doesn't have one right now. But if, in the meantime, if something happens where we can't fix it or we don't have the funds to fix it, then we can take that generator and move it to another location permanently.
Okay, any other questions? All right. Thank you, Joe. Great
Thank you.
job. Thank you. All right, Mr. Ronnie Sampe, give us an update where we at. Restore Grand Isle.
Mr. Mayor and Council, thank you for the time. You just mentioned Restore Grand Isle. We're getting awfully close to our goal. We need $57,000 to complete the purchase of the Oleander Hotel as we speak. So we're doing good. Okay, for the Garden Club. The Garden Club's going to help with the Christmas toys and whatever they're going to have for Santa Claus. We're going to participate in that. We did so the years before, and we're going to continue doing the same. There was a question that came up. There's a person that pulled me aside and said there were some signs missing at the crossings. We hadn't had any plans to refurbish those signs until the spring. We're waiting for this slack season to come around, and then we could see whatever we're going to need to do to make it proper and ready for the spring. So the signs that we need, I have. And putting them in place is the only thing we have to do. So we can get that done. And then there was a question that came up about a sign for Grand Isle at the foot of the bridge. And they wanted y'all opinion about that. Do y'all want something at the foot of the bridge, or you don't want anything at the foot of the bridge?
Well, I would say we have a sign for the town of Grand Isle when you enter the town of Grand Isle. My feeling is that we put a sign at the end of the bridge, and I'm assuming you'd be talking about on the island itself, right?
No, on the other side,
On the other
Cheniere
side. Yeah, I would be against that for the one reason that you'd be bringing up or creating division amongst the people from Grand Isle that live on the west side of the bridge,
Okay.
as opposed to people on the island itself. And I grew up remembering the differences that it caused and created.
Okay.
So I think we've come a long way in bringing everyone from Grand Isle into Grand Isle and making it one community.
Okay.
I'd hate to see anything come up that would, again, divide it.
Okay.
And
Well
that's my
taken.
opinion.
Anyone else?
In 1959, they incorporated town. I was talking to Mokaraji the day before yesterday. And I said, Mokaraji, in 1959 when they incorporated, he said, man, Lafourche Parish was fighting, Jefferson Parish was fighting because of the oil rigs, the oil wells that they had between here and Lafitte. And he was very instrumental. You know, talking with him, he was saying that they wanted to skip the Cheniere area, and the parish said, no, we want to make sure that, you know, that we get the whole thing. And it was back and forth between Lafourche Parish and Jefferson Parish. And he told me that 3 days ago. I was just asking him a little bit of history in 1959. But it was just amazing, you know, to listen that the parish said we want to make sure that it's all included at the time, you know. But at that time they wanted both sides. I mean, they were looking for the oil rigs from Lafourche Parish coming down. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, you know, living here all my life and listening to stuff like that and knowing a little bit about it, but kind of, you know, we're talking about that, but like you said, they included that to make sure that it happened, you know.
So y'all feel like it would be better not to have one?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that welcomes everybody.
Okay.
That welcomes everybody.
Okay. And that's all I have. Any questions?
No, good job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ronnie, thank you so much.
Can I have 1 second?
Uh-huh.
I want to thank Ronnie
Yeah.
and the Garden Club.
Yes, sir.
Week and a half ago, I think, I had the opportunity to deliver meals to the elderly. And during my travels, I ran into one of the elder Grand Island. They were looking for a replacement stove oven type thing. And the lady approached me about it, and I said, you know, I'll look at it. I don't know where I can get a stove or an oven. Well, during the meantime, and I didn't know, Miss Elsa had heard part of that conversation. Ronnie called me and said, hey, I got this device that will work in the place of her stove oven. She wanted to make some cookies or something for the
Right.
holidays. So they came up with, and the Garden Club donated it to her, and I think Mr. Ronnie set it up for her. And
Awesome.
she's, so we got an elderly lady where she can make her cookies for
Awesome.
Christmas. So
There you
thank
go.
them for
Thank you,
doing that.
thank you. Thank you for bringing it up, Jimbo. Thank you. Okay, department heads, I see I got callers over here. You need anything, callers? Everything's good? And by the way, I have you, David's here. David Michelle, he does a great job. All these ordinances put together and doing the plots and all that, David. You really go out your way. So I want to appreciate that on behalf of all of us. Well, I got your callers here. I got a call today. I was in Jefferson Parish this morning, and we had a big meetings. We got the, I made aware to Cynthia and Steve Lachute. We're going to start hauling some asphalt. You're going to get a phone call anytime today or tomorrow. I don't know when you're going to start, but again, Scott Ball that works for DOTD is a wonderful man that represents the whole district where we live at between Bridge City and here. And he said, David, I got all you want, so that's where we're going to better fix up whatever we have to fix up. And I know the holidays are coming, meaning Thanksgiving, so at least they called me on the phone this evening when I got back and told me, we're going to get back with you and let you know what days we're going to come. So give them a call tomorrow and tell them that we got the green light, and we'll work together with that. So by getting that asphalt, it's coming out of Racing. There's going to be several loads. How many loads you think we got? Quite a few. Last go round, huh?
Last round, 132, 130 this time.
Okay, 130. So that's there, it's available, so we better patch up, continue the roads, and once BIP's finished, you know, in the areas, we better fix all that nice, and wherever we got to use the asphalt, and we're going to recheck where our golf court's at. So whenever y'all hear any complaints about the golf court and all that, we have the equipment to keep it up. So that's a bunch of money that we could save, you know. So,
Do we have access to borrow a compactor to compact the millings?
let me check that out. I'm not sure if the parish has anything. I don't know. I'll double check that,
Okay.
because that worked. That worked, you know. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to recognize y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, any questions from callers? Or you want to wait till the end of the movie, after the show? I'm talking about the meeting. Okay. Okay. Mr. Wellens not here. Okay.
Question.
Oh,
You better stay.
yeah, he's gonna stay. Okay, ordinance, we have none. Resolution, we have none. Okay, item 10, Madam Clerk.
10A, cancellation of the November 26, 25 regular town council meeting due to Thanksgiving holidays.
Okay,
I make a motion, we cancel.
okay. Moved by James, second by Michael. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So be it.
10B, Wake Up Y'all Coffee Truck seeking approval to sell specialty coffee in the multiplex parking lot during the community Thanksgiving event being held on November 16th.
I just wanted to say something before we put to a vote. The girl that's doing here, she's not charging anything. She's just selling the coffee. So her family is from the island. They were great representatives of the island, still is. A lot of people know who her family is. Toby plays on and Tracy plays on. So it's for the town event, which is this Sunday. Doors open at 11, serving at 11:30. Free food. Everything is donated to the town. The only thing the town bought was balloons. So, but she's donating her time. She's coming down here, not asking for anything. So I just think this will be a good thing just to give something new to the town. So hope to see y'all then.
And it's a specialty coffee, correct?
Yes.
Are there any local businesses or anything that competes with that? or-
No, it's like a Starbucks on wheels. So she's got like the little dirty sodas, the Alanis, and special coffees like pumpkin spice lattes and such. And her pricing is, I'd say, cheaper than Starbucks and community coffee. And I'm a coffee lover, so I go to hers, and she goes all over everywhere. But there's nobody on the island that does specialty coffee like she does.
So what I'm getting is just to, she's coming to do this not so much to make a profit as is to provide the people at the event with an alternative.
Yes.
Especially the chance to get a coffee.
Yeah.
Specialty coffee.
Is she charging for the coffee?
She's charging for the coffee, but she's not charging like to be here, to not pay her for $400 to put on the event.
That's
Ju-
a benefit. She's making money off the coffee.
Well, if you put in toll, she's paying her own gas and all that. She's not paying $400, charging $400 to come and do coffee. She's actually, I think, taking a loss to it. And it's just for a town event.
Didn't we turn down a coffee truck 2 years ago for the women's conference because no business on public property?
Yes.
That was before us, but technically, you need all your permits and town approval.
She already has a peddler's license, so if she set up somewhere
She has all
before,
her
why can't
permits.
she go set up there again?
Because the town event's right here.
The free event?
Yes, the free event.
That's all my question.
So, in my experience, I mean, going through all this, I know that town of Grand Island has never given a permit for business setting up on a town property.
But there's no ordinance out there saying they can't, as long as they have
I
their
know,
permits
I
and all.
think Chip, at the time, that's what I'm telling you. So, as long as I was told, as long as there was a profit made off of it, you couldn't do that on town property.
But
Well,
there's no ordinance for it.
Bonnie, I mean, we talked back and forth. I think Chip had talked to you back and forth. You
Yeah,
think-
he told me
That's
everything
correct.
is
Yeah,
fine.
it's up
He
to the
approved
board.
it.
It's up
When
to
I
Yeah.
came in, prior administration had told me that there was never any business allowed on town property. That's what I was told when I came in.
But if you
It's
look
never
it
been
up,
allowed.
there's no ordinance. As long as they have all their permits and they have approval from the town, they can do so.
It was put like a public property and a private entity benefiting from it. And I'm only telling y'all what I've been told.
Yeah.
That's because the lieutenant governor told me that he was looking to have people come on the state park and have concession stands or types of business like that.
Maybe it was a
You-
nonprofit.
No,
Nonprofit's
for a profit.
different.
And in fact, he did say that the Parks Department would get a percentage of it. They were looking for things like a snowball stand or refreshments, so while people are on the beach, they could have access to these things without having to leave the park. I don't think it ever materialized.
I'm only informing y'all of the information that I received.
Right.
After that, that's y'all decision.
So anybody that wants to come down for any events put on, so we should just say, no, you can't have any vendors. It's taken away from other businesses. Is that what we're saying?
Is that not what we said this summer?
What the summer?
Wasn't a boutique turned down?
The boutique wasn't turned down to sell. The boutique was wanting to sell in proximity of where another boutique is selling to as well. She sold her stuff, she just wasn't right next to where another boutique is. You have to be in certain proximity.
Yeah, okay.
But if that's the case, then maybe flea markets, festivals, they're taken away from other local businesses, huh? With other vendors? Should we just strictly, Tarpon Rodeo, only fishes?
And
It doesn't matter, it's still taken away from local businesses. So Tarpon Rodeo, just fishes. Music festival, strictly music, you're taking away from other properties. Second Harvest, you're taking away from the grocery stores. So we're asking for a coffee truck to give something new, just for a town event, for a couple of hours, where everything is free. And it's just, if you would like a coffee, you pay for a coffee. It's not charging the town anything.
I don't see a downside to it.
Especially when
It's
her
an
family is
opportunity.
from here too as well. Great representations to the island. Very well-known people too as well.
That's the case, nobody should have nothing, if you vote against it.
Exactly, no vendors, no other vendors should do it.
Saying the same thing.
What I was informed was that it was a public property for private benefit. That's why, and this is prior, since
So
before.
if this is the case, if someone was to pay for her to be here and the coffee goes out for free, that's okay?
As a donation, somebody's paying it?
If somebody not from the town pays her, hey, let me know how many coffee cups you get, I'll pay you. Don't charge anybody that wants a coffee. Are we okay with that?
That's,
It's a question, she's not benefiting. So.
Yeah, but I wouldn't ask a business to do that. I
But-
mean, come on, if we want coffee and we want to encourage progress on the island and an opportunity for, people to be able to buy specialty coffee on Grand Isle, seems to be a great opportunity to introduce it. I know of 2 people that are talking about putting up coffee shops on Grand Isle. They think it's a good business model to do so. This might be one way of checking out, see what kind of response it gets.
So to vote for her in, y'all rather somebody pay for her so the coffee's for free to everybody?
I think it's a charitable deal you'll do for the town, for the people. Why should they have to pay for coffee?
They're getting meals and activities and all for free. It's a coffee.
charity deal.
It's a coffee. She's not charging the town to put it on.
Coffee, that's about $8 a cup.
But you're okay with other vendors taking away from local businesses for festivals and such like that?
I'm not.
So what's the difference for her for 3 hours maybe? Maybe, yeah, 2.
I mean, she donated to an organization.
She's donating her town. You tell me where other vendors that come down here have donated money to the town.
They haven't did it on time.
Have all of them? It don't matter. You're only saying that because now you have a problem with it?
I don't have a problem, but I'm just saying. If they want
She's
to donate
donating time.
to school,
And her family has donated much down here too as well. You're talking about coffee that's like $3. And if somebody wants one, they can go and purchase. That's their free will.
I'm not voting on it. Y'all can vote. I'm not voting for it.
You can vote. You can say yes or no. That's your choice. But if you ask a question, I'm going to answer it for you with facts.
I feel it's right.
She's not charging the town or anything. And there's a lot of people who donated time to this event as well. And if that's the case, then like I said, any other events, let's do no vendors. Let it be just what it is. I say let's put it to a vote then.
Well, I'd like to discuss it more because, Michael just said he had a problem with it, Mr. Yano, and I'd like to discuss it with you and see how we could either come to an agreement on it or, fix the problem you may have with it.
Like, say the school wants money, they need donations to help out there. Why don't they come sell some coffee
and then don't, and give it to
It's
them
a
where they make
specialty
money off of it.
coffee. It's a specialty coffee.
That's right.
And actually, I actually asked the principal for kids who want to come and grab community service hours, who needs it too as well. I reach out to the school. This is something new to the town, something new and innovative that the town can see and experience.
It's not new, it was here this summer. It was already introduced to the town.
Okay, and I saw her and I chose her.
Okay?
Okay,
I'm just saying
it's something
not
for
new.
a free event that everybody's getting a free meal.
Okay, just saying, she's already established somewhere, why can't she go there?
Okay.
What's the difference? This is public property.
Oh, this is
It
public
wasn't
property?
allowed.
This is public property?
It wasn't allowed before.
From the term before, and there's no ordinance against it.
Still not fair?
It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair that they got voted down because there's no ordinance saying that they couldn't sell it as long as they had their permits and a town approval. That's on the people that before us. It's called, like Brian said, do your homework. And I did my homework.
Noted.
So can she be here if someone was to pay for all the coffee cups and the coffees were for free? I'm asking. If she got her coffee for free and somebody was to pay, can she be here? I'm asking y'all to, because y'all are against it, so.
And I'm not answering, so I must not have a reply.
Well, I need to know, because we're
We're
voting
on if she's coming to sell it.
And now I'm asking, would it be if somebody was to pay for it to where the coffee was free to the people?
Sure, if the coffee's free, let her come.
There we go.
You see, that's what this whole meeting is about. It's the only time that the council could get together and discuss things. This is the only opportunity we have, where all 5 council members can legally get together and talk it out. That's why we have discussions and work it out. And that's why I asked Michael.
I'm gonna put, and I'll put in writing, $400 for her to come here. And I'll make sure there is an invoice, and if it's less, y'all be able to see it. So coffee free for the town, I'm putting up $400. Coffee donated by Councilwoman Harley Stelly. Can I change it, please?
Yeah. I'll vote for it.
$400, we'll make sure to put it on, and I'll make sure to give the town and show all the receipt. Okay.
Okay? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for voting, Boo-Boo.
All right? All right, let's move on. Christmas Club.
Grand Island Christmas Club requests town to purchase candy, fruit, and postage for Santa event December 1st.
Okay. Any motion for that?
I make a motion.
Moved by Harley. Second.
Second.
By Laura. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, so be it. Okay, item, budget appropriations request.
Let me get to that. Contract services, 561163 Gas Department, to add 10,000 to 561163 for contract services. Number 2, Insurance General, 5423 Community Center, add $5,789.28 to 5423 for general insurance.
I just have one question. What's
ma'am.
what's National Corrosion Services? Just to clarify.
He
that.
is our contractor that handles all of our gas issues, checks all our reports, makes sure we're in compliance. Does major repairs when needed.
Okay, we need a motion, go ahead, adopt the budget. We have a motion on the floor.
I make a motion to adopt the budget.
Okay, number 1 and number 2 together.
Second.
Second by Michael, all in favor, say aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? So be it. Okay, information letters, we have none. Council request, Mr. James?
Yes, I have a request on old business. Going back to last meeting, we tabled 2 motions. And it's my understanding, when we table a motion, we have to address it and deal with it at the next meeting. First thing I'd like to do is request we open the agenda to deal with the two motions we tabled at the last meeting. One was for a property owner to re-subdivide his property, and the other was for a lot on the community center. Do I have council approval to open the agenda?
You have a motion on the floor?
I make a motion.
By Harley, have a second? Okay, second by Michael? Yes, sir.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Okay. On the first tabled article, I make a motion we defer this until, we tabled it because all of the paperwork wasn't in order. We didn't have the letters of no objections in. So by deferring it, we can give him time to get the letters in and see what materialized before we bring it to a vote and make a decision on it. And if we don't agree to do that, then we have to vote it up or down tonight. So can we, like, make a motion that we defer the subdivision of Caden LLC until, let's give it another 2 months to get the.
But David,
get
where
all-
you at with that?
I'll handle that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We are waiting for Department of Health approval. I'm in contact with Charles McDonald. Once he has the paperwork to move forward, he's going to get it to me to put on the agenda.
Okay. Okay, so can we defer it
Yes.
until then?
Yeah,
Okay, want to get a vote on that?
yeah. You want a motion by
Make a
you?
motion to defer.
A
Okay,
second.
Second by Harley, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, you got it?
The second one is to get a lot, Lot 4 at the community center, okayed for a potential splash pad. We're not voting a splash pad up or down. We're just saying this is needed before Councilwoman Stelly can go on with the grant process. What I'd like to see is if, we said at the last meeting, everyone wanted to see it happen, and we had no objections on the splash pad. So at this point, I'd like to call for a vote to have Lot 4 available for a splash pad.
And again, we had talked about it, I know you talked with Joe about it, we talked about it. I don't see no problem with that, because the questions we had last meeting, you know, for this young councilwoman to bring it all up and go through all this, and us listening to all that. So we got it squared off, we have the lot there, it gives an angle to keep on moving forward. We talked about the water pressure, the water, the whole 9 yards. So we could go that route, design that, and if it don't go through,
Don't go
it don't
through.
go through, but it gives us something to work with the engineers to put this program together.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can move forward. You have to have a spot.
Right.
You have to have a letter to say they are allowing you to reserve this spot, so if you get the
Right,
grant,
right.
this is where it's gonna go.
This lot of the community center, a potential future splash pad.
Right.
This is not agreeing or saying, hey, we put one here because of the grant
Right.
process. But with the grant process, you have to
Make it a lot easier.
where you want to put the future splash
Right.
pad at, if it's approved.
Just say pending any other approval.
Yeah.
I think she needs this so she can move the next step.
Yeah. Once you got a piece of property, it make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, you allocate this spot so
That's right.
nobody else can come, say, Mr. Sherman wants to put a teeter totter right there. No, you have this allocated
Right.
for a future splash
Right.
pad.
That's right.
If the grant gets approved and moves forward.
Yeah.
I believe that's what you got.
Yes.
Then you gotta do this.
Yes, yes.
There was so many questions last meeting, and like I said, this is put the lot in place, and then we can question where we're at, and what we're doing.
Survey's bottom line.
Right.
And
Right.
look, for her to complete and move
Right.
forward with the grant, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. You just allocate a parking spot.
That's it. Okay, and if it doesn't work out, I mean, At least it gives you something to start with, and we're gonna work with you on that.
But we're being positive it's going to happen.
Right.
So,
Okay,
does anyone have any
Any
other
que-
comments or questions, or?
all
about
over
it?
there? Just give it a property. I mean,
I
just
make
look
a
at
mo-
it. If it don't work out, yeah.
I make a motion, we vote on allocating Lot 4 of the community center for the splash pad.
Okay, need a second?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. That'll work out.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Joe, for explaining it.
okay, all right. All right, let's move on. Mr. James, what else you got?
Well, I think I'm good for tonight, thank you.
Okay, okay, Harley?
Just a reminder, this Sunday, Thanksgiving luncheon to the community, doors open at 11, serving meals at 11:30, and free coffee, specialty coffee. There's going to be fun games, activities for the kids too as well. It was a great turnout last year, so I'm hoping to see everybody again this year. And Chef Nicholas is going to make the main dish, so it's going to be really good.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Thank you so much. Lauren, what you got?
Did we find out anything about the elevator at the post office?
I worked on it. Jan, you talked to the guy that's... Right.
So we need to contact Energy?
Well, we have. And we've been checking every day on that. And like I said, the problem was I was going to Steve Scalise, and then they told me just to go directly. When I found out the electricians from another town, another state, that's where we hooked up Energy with them. They're blaming each other, like we went through the past. So that's where we're at.
My suggestion would be, have this is some situation,
Remember that?
reuse center, things like that. You get both parties in,
Right,
on an on-site meeting, you discuss the problem.
right.
One saying is Henry, one saying was wrong, well, somebody's gotta prove what's going on. We need the elevator, people to work. Y'all got a lot more other problems than the elevators, not having enough power. I know I spoke to Ms. Paula Rome, that was about something else, but I will call her tomorrow, then after, I'll call the line engineer and say, hey, look, we're having a problem with some power down here, we believe we're not getting enough for the actual elevator to operate. We did this in the past, let me make a phone call tomorrow, and I can follow back up with everything.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so it's either Lenny Morel or that other site engineer, and I have their number. So I'll drop a buzz, a courtesy call, and talk to Mr. Lenny, because he's been very easy to work with on town issues that we've been having. So, I'll give a call tomorrow.
As soon as you let me know that, that's what we got on the phone and worked on.
Well, is there something else that we could do to get them their mail? Like the people that can't, can they maybe sign up and somebody volunteer their time? Like I wouldn't mind going drop off mail to whoever can't go
We can-
up the stairs.
We could give Kat a call. I don't think you can do that, though. I don't think you can do that. Can't do
Well,
it. Yeah, you can't do it. Can't.
Okay, so down Lim, where it
Street.
splits off to D, Carlos,
Yeah?
there's a drainage issue with the ditch. Is there any way we could do a sweep in there and make sure that it's clear?
So, yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
look at it, give a call, and make sure we get a clearance on it. We'll do
Okay.
that.
The cemetery. Who's in charge of repairing the cemetery?
Yes.
So it's the priest that's in charge of
Yes.
all
He's-
repairs?
He's working with us, yes.
He don't know nothing about it. He don't know who cut the fence. Nobody knows who cut the fence.
That's right.
The people that cut the fence was the one that built the two little mausoleums. You can see the truck pads.
Yeah, you drop back and they're professionally cut the fence.
It wasn't put back up, that's what happened.
And the man that drowned, Ronnie
Find out
Thibodeau,
who built them.
he's in charge of the mausoleums, and he was supposed to meet with me that following Tuesday. He drowned, and he was talking about
Tell that's
upgrade.
essentially cut it
Okay.
back up in there with all the cement walls. It's their contract.
There are two different incidents going on. There's one at the old cemetery, which involves that piece of the fence where they cut it, and they're gonna have to repair it. Then there's another one at the newer cemetery, I think, with trees growing.
There's trees growing through, there's a water leak. Yeah, the little faucet's leaking continuously.
The Catholic Church only owns one, this new cemetery, correct? Yeah. Yeah.
So it's the Catholic Church insurance on the cemetery.
Right.
Okay, and then the town for the old?
Yes, but the town's just the old fence, the fence right now that somebody cut, as far as I know, that's all it is in the
Yeah.
Yeah, also Mayor, Council, I had some calls, see, we have running water at the cemetery in Chenier. At one time we did, maybe we got to look at the water department, see if I can find the water meter, put up another spigot. And, it was towards the South Lafourche Bank sign, that's where the water meter used to be, years back, before Ida hit. And, we had several people that wanted to know if they had running water still.
If I'm not mistaken, they had one by the Jesus and Mary right there too.
At one time, they did there also, and right by the entry gate.
We'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll get with you.
Thank you.
Okay, what else you got?
I want to thank all the seniors that came today for Sipping with Seniors. We had a great time. Boo came. We had fun. Everybody made pretty floral arrangements.
Awesome.
The swings at the park. Do we know when they're going to be put up?
Probably tomorrow. We just got the seats in.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 All right, we have movie night on Saturday. We're gonna have pastelaya and drinks. We're gonna be watching Mouse Hunt. Also, I have 13 seniors interested in going to the Lafreniere Park for Sipping with Seniors next month. I'm gonna need a final head count, so if anybody else knows anybody that wants to, or if you want to, please let me know. That way I can include you so I can have accommodations for everybody.
And I'm working with Councilman Timmy on that too. Yeah. Okay, what else you got?
Carlos is asking how we going.
I didn't get there in the bus.
If,
We need to line up a driver.
yes, and if you get any more than that, I talked to Timmy Kerner. He's saying that he could send a bigger bus if that's more people that want to get on. Yeah, and that's why we're trying to get a final head count. If you got 13 of them, or whatever, you got 20, 25, we're watching what we got. That's why she's on Facebook kind of pushing that a little bit. We could get our bus ready if we got 13. If there's more than that, whatever, we'd have to get a bigger bus.
I need to know a little bit ahead of time so I can line up a driver.
I also have somebody handicapped that's interested in coming, so,
Yes, you got a couple of them in wheelchairs, huh?
yeah. We would need to make sure that we have.
That's things that we need to know right away. Huh?
Okay.
Got a ramp on the back.
Yeah, for one.
One ramp, yeah, you can put two wheelchairs.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that, I thought it was one.
Tie another one to the back.
No, we got another van with the senior
Put it on the
citizen, we
roof,
could
huh?
put another person. We got another van. Say we got 14, two of them, we could put one, we got all that. I got
Let's
it.
not do that.
All right,
All right, that's it.
thank you so much.
Also, we can pull them out the wheelchair.
All right, Michael, what you got?
Going on with Jimbo, Mr. Ronnie also set up that same lady with a hot water heater that she didn't have.
That's right.
Miss Irene, and, he worked on that too to help her.
Yeah,
Poor lady didn't have no hot water in that cold weather.
yeah. That's a blessing, man. That's it. Okay, real quick, like I said, we're looking like, meet with DOTD and with, yes, sir, I'm sorry. Oh, we just talked about the proposals, James? The garbage proposals we talked about.
Yes, we're going out with the proposal. We have, today it was the first day it was advertised. And next week it'll be advertised again, and the third one will be at the end of November. I believe Bonnie has the dates available. I don't have them written down. Yes, but we're looking at, 3 contractors have expressed interest, probably more in bidding on it. So,
We worked on that last week. We worked together, put something together to come out.
yeah, and the whole idea, again, is not to increase our rates.
Right.
Again, I am committed to that, and can say I cannot see voting to increase our garbage rates. So,
That's the first thing we brought up, that's right.
yeah.
So that's where we're at with that, Okay, my report again, like I said, we're working closely, Babu said he finished, huh? Yeah, he did, okay. So, anyway, constantly working, through the governor's office, through, Guy Cormier, working in different areas in that area. There's some money available, and like I said, like Joe just mentioned about that generator, we applied for that in Jefferson Parish. And And then the other ones that we're trying to put in, different stuff, different grants and all. But going back to the community center, once we get that price from the architects, that gives us, come back to the board, and we definitely want to save it. So we're going to make sure that we're going to try, and we might be working hard between the sessions, but there's a way that you could probably come in and say, hey, we short this much. Is there any way, and I'm talking to the guy calling me the governor's right-hand man, just tell him, is there any way that we could come in and ask for a little money to get this continue going? So that's something that we brought up and talking about. So there's some money available, and like I said, they look at the last few years, if you didn't spend it, and in different districts or different towns, there's a way that you can come back and say, look, well, look like Grand Isle needs a little more here, look like Gallup, whatever, Lafourche Parish needs a little more here. So we're going to watch them numbers so we can continue to push the community center. So that's something that's a top priority. We're keeping an eye on it to make sure that once we get that firm price and Joe gets all that together, that's when we can go knock on a few doors and kind of push that. It's very similar to, you know, this was built in the 80s, and looking at it, and, you know, looking inside, and we put the second roof on it, and it still went through the storms, and like I said, it's got a lot of work inside, but after you walk in it and you realize that, you know, the ramp that's made on it, and, you know, it could be restored, and like I said, the little money we got from FEMA, a little bit from the parish, and we can work the parish and the state in between there. So we're working on that, but the other thing, as far as the housing, the Congress is open. We're dealing with Veronica. Hopefully we get back with her. She's going to get back with us, meeting, talking with her, and through the last 40 days, really to get to talk to her. But now talking with the guys that's helping us up there in Baton Rouge, we're talking about meeting with her sometime, come back to the island and try to work this out. You know, and I have to tell you this, you know, I was at a meeting last week in Jefferson Parish, and the principal and I had showed up for the school. And one of the things that was discussed for the school was, you know, how y'all doing, what you're doing with the housing, where you at, you know, you got a small number of kids, what's going to happen over here. So I gave them a report, and I just said, look, on behalf of the council, we're working day and night on this thing. Now that the government shut down, but in the meantime, we're trying to get the Coast Guard back. So yesterday, when the veterans, we had the veterans deal, day before yesterday, and you see them little kids singing American songs and having a great, you know, honor the veterans that were there. And you just picture that one day they might knock on the door and say, you know, we're tired waiting on you, or whatever y'all doing, yada, yada. So I was in meetings today and talking about all that in Jefferson Parish. And I'm going to tell you right now that, in fact, I was so upset when I came back and talked, when I went to the veterans deal. And Father Mark walked up to me, and I told Father Mark that we've been praying, we're trying to put this together. And I said, there's no way. And we're not saying they're going to close the school. I want the people to think out there. But they keep on coming and after me in different angles saying, well, we see what you're going to do. So in the meeting, I was real upset up there the last week, and the principal was there with me, and we kind of explained where we're at with the kids and what we're doing. And, you know, you're not going to put no kid off any street in Grand Isle, and it's 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and bring them all the way to Galliana and Golometa. And I'm not saying nothing bad about the schools. There's no way in the world that, you know, we should have to even look at that right now. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to tell them that give us a little chance that we can bring housing. We're trying to get the Coast Guard back with families. But since that 40 days was shut down, we're kind of working between the state and the parish. So I had a great meeting today with the different mayors today, and we all talked about the different things that's going on in our communities. So I let them know that I need their support. If there's any money that would come in to Jefferson Parish for housing or to keep the school, you know, they collect about $1,200,000, the school board district, off of Grand Isle. So this is one of the things that I shot back at them and told them, you know, we could maybe get a board together and take over the school here and take that money and manage it. We got some fine teachers that come in from Golometa, Galliana. It was amazing to see the teachers that we had in that gym for the Veterans Day. And I thank them all for coming driving that far and doing a great job. So it's all kind of angles going on with that, but I just want to let you know that we definitely continue working on that. giving y'all updates on that. And like I said, with a lot of prayers, I think that, we can make this happen. And it's just something that really, really touches all our hearts, and to see them young kids and to see the attention that the teachers pay attention to. Some of them got 8 or 10 in a class. And, I mean, they got all the time in the world to teach these kids. It's unbelievable. And when he put a price tag, I said, you don't put a price tag on no child. Don't put a price tag on no child. You could graduate them kids and be very smart. And if you travel down 308, I want you to realize on 308 when you're going toward racing, you got the little magnet school right there, you got the little housing going on. That's something that is very valuable, that, that's right there, building little houses, and they got the school right next door. With all the schools they got, what I'm saying is, so we bring in every angle we can to show that we could bring, these kids back, and we need workforce people. So we're constantly working on different angles, but again, I want to thank the council for working together. I know, James, we've been working with the garbage, So I just want to thank all of y'all, that we all trying to do the right thing. And just have a little patience. Thank God we don't have no hurricanes. And I want to thank all of y'all. And God bless us. Thank y'all so much. All right. Need a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, we
Moved
adjourn.
by adjourn, by James, second by Howard. Thank you.
Aye.